Okay guys, I want to make a video today to address a few things. Today's been kind of an interesting day. I'm kind of in a hurry, so I don't really have time to run this real long. It might be a little long, but hopefully not too long. Anyway, the video is going to entail the model you see in front of you. It's going to entail what was made public today, which is that TWH Collectibles is officially out of business. A lot of people are very upset. I can tell you for a fact from inside information that I have and talking with people very close to the situation that there were leadership problems for a long time. There's been money problems. There's been a lot of issues. I can't really, for legal reasons, I really can't get into too much more of it, but there's been a lot of problems. I've had personal experiences. I did an editorial a while back. While that situation was handled, no one part of getting that situation handled was easy at all. And I actually talked to the second in command at TWH and had dealings with him. I'm going to leave his name out of it because now they are defunct and no longer, so it doesn't matter. I know a lot of you people, a lot of you collectors, especially the younger guys, nothing against you guys, but a lot of you guys didn't see this coming. I know a lot of the younger guys are upset. Yeah, they made great models. They way overproduced them. Way too big of numbers. And that's just for starters. There were a lot of issues over time. But certainly one of the biggest issues, and nobody can argue this, was customer service. So that's unfortunate. I wish almost everybody within that organization the best. I reached out to them many times to try to talk to them about a lot of different projects, a lot of different things. I got very mixed responses. Sometimes they were decent, sometimes they were negative, sometimes I didn't get a response at all. I don't know. I don't feel bad because of the leadership problems. I don't feel bad about that at all because that could have been corrected. But it's not my company. It wasn't my company. If it was, it probably wouldn't have gone out of business. But it is unfortunate because the pieces that they did make were pretty high quality. They were just like any other manufacturer. They had their issues with pieces. It happens. It happens with everybody. It is what it is. This is in the more secretive, private, backdoor model circles. This has been expected for a long time. I actually thought this was going to happen in 2011, and I've been waiting for the hammer to drop ever since. So, still unfortunate. Moving on, a lot of people have been sending me messages, and I think that's great. I love getting messages on the Mike's Models 2011 Facebook page. So everybody that sends messages, keep them up. I try to get back to everybody as quick as I can. But now that the dump boxes are out of my hands and they're going to the caster, I'm looking for the next project, which is part of the reason the 330s is sitting in front of the camera. I want to, over the next several years, I want to basically get a line going. Probably never full models because of licensing issues, but there's always a need for attachments, a need for bodies. Another project I like to do in the future is some roll-off bodies with all the appropriate equipment that needs to be done with those. So, I mean, I'd like to make a roll-off hook lift, more a hook lift than a roll-off. I like to make a hook lift, with different size dumpster containers, flatbed, stuff like that. Hopefully I get to that another maybe 2014, 15, I don't know. The next project, and I kind of came up with this one on my own because it's kind of big in the news right now, scale model news, that the 336E hybrid excavator from Northscott. I am not positive, but I think they're probably already on the water from China. There are some dealers that have limited numbers of them already, so I think they're going to be here very shortly. I definitely expect them to be here by the DHS open house. Now, whether DHS will get any of them for the open house, I'm sure they will probably try, since there's been such a lack of new cat models for quite a while now. So that being said, the next project that I'm looking into right now, I posted on the Facebook page the other day, and I got pretty positive response. I actually got more response in private messages than I did in comments. But the next project that I'm thinking of is a real quick coupler. And when I say real quick coupler, I don't mean this piece of junk that was so poorly engineered. I mean, that thing, it was a nice idea, but I mean, come on, really? What, are you kidding me? I mean, that's the dumbest looking quick coupler. It is the dumbest quick coupler, and it's plastic, of course. I mean, come on now, what a joke. Probably a pin grabber style quick coupler, and I think for the sake of keeping it affordable, probably what I will do, and I'm not positive yet, there may be other ways to approach it. I should have grabbed the Universal Hobbies quick coupler off the PC400, but like I said, I'm kind of in a hurry today. Anybody that has a Universal Hobbies PC400 that has a quick coupler, it has a notch in the front, which I call, and is called in the industry, a throat, where it grabs the front pin that's attached to the bucket, and then there's, with a pin grabber, then there's a back that has a hydraulic ram that pushes a piece of steel that locks the rear pin in. Hopefully most of you have a pretty good idea what I'm talking about. If you don't, you're going to have to do a little research on your own. But probably what I will do is a pin grabber quick coupler, but it will be such that it has a throat in the front, and it will probably have a hole in the back where a pin will have to be put through the bucket after it's been attached to the quick coupler, kind of like the way Universal Hobbies does theirs, almost exactly like it. But it'll be the more rounded style cat quick coupler that was like with the B series and C series excavators. I think that one looks a lot better than the current one. I talked to my CAD guy. He's on board. I don't want to mention his name, but he is a well-known custom modeler in the model circles. So, and very, very, very talented at that. He's on board. He thinks it's a good idea. While we were having just some general discussions this afternoon, kind of like a conference call kind of thing, we were discussing the possibilities of doing a quick coupler, cat style quick coupler, for more than just the 330 DL, 336 DL, and 336E hybrid. With his CAD system, his CAD program, he has the ability to take something and change the ratio that is on the drawing, in the CAD drawing. He has the ability to change the ratio, so we could size this for the 325 L, BL, CL that NZG did. We could size it also for the 320, 323 DL excavators that Northscott did. We could probably even do it for the M316, but the M316 has a little bit of a weird kind of dog bone linkage thing, so we probably won't mess with that. If a 349 comes along, which I expect it will, I expect to hear an announcement on the 349 within the next couple of months. I certainly expect an announcement by the end of the year, and I certainly also expect that we will see the 349 possibly even by the end of the year. I'm not going to speculate on who's going to produce it. I've heard a lot of rumors, none of which matter at this point, and I can't give out any of that information right now, but I think that we will see it. Yeah, it probably won't be released this year, but probably in 2014. Currently, for those of you that don't know, the 349 EL excavator is the largest E-Series Cat excavator. The next one up is the 374. That's still a DL. And then, of course, the 390 DL, which replaced the 385 CL. The 374 DL, just for general knowledge, replaced the 365 CL excavator. They haven't changed either one of those. I posted on the Mike's Model 2011 Facebook page several months ago pictures that were posted to the DHS Diecast forum that were from a third party. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I did give credit to the original person that posted them. It was reposted on the DHS forum from another forum. I think it was a European forum, not positive, but I do remember for sure that I gave proper credit. But anyway, we believe that is a field test 374 EL excavator, but I wouldn't be surprised if the numbers change again, because we never saw a 349 DL, so it's hard to say. There is another Tier 4 final, I believe it's called, I think is set to begin January 1, 2014. That's going to reduce the NOx and the emissions even further on the real equipment. I realize we're talking models, but so when I say the numbers might change, all the numbers might change again if they have to add more equipment in, which would obviously add weight. But so the 374 EL field test machine, I believe, is out in Europe. I have some contacts at CAT. I've talked to them. I don't think that the 374 EL field test machine, I don't think they're running any of them in the States yet. Maybe out at Tanya Hills, not positive. Anyway, as far as this project goes, the next project with the quick coupler, the first thing is going to be the quick coupler. The next thing would be buckets. I need some input from the viewers, from the fans, the followers. I need you guys to tell me price range, what you would pay, and listen closely, for a quick coupler, trench bucket, mass bucket, and a ditch cleaning or cleanup bucket. So coupler 1, trench bucket 2, mass bucket 3, trench bucket, ditch cleaning bucket, cleanup bucket 4. So that's a 4-piece set. I need your input on what that is worth to you guys. Now realize that with the research and development that has to go into this, it's not going to be super cheap. I will probably end up, when I go through with the buckets will probably be sold separately, but I don't know at this point what my cost will be for any of this at this point, because we haven't even started the design phase. I was getting information together and specifications this afternoon. I also talked to my drawer, CAD drawer, if you will, CAD drawing professional about the possibility of a mixed use mount to go on a stick, to go on the excavator sticks, which could mount a stiff link thumb and or a grapple for that size excavator, cat style grapple for the 330 DL, 336 DL, 336 EH models. We have to get a couple 336 EH models in our hands before we know for sure whether or not Norscott pulled a fast one with any dimensions as far as the width of the stick, whether it shrunk a little, whether it got a little thicker, whether it's the exact same. From the pictures, it looks like it's a different boom stick combination, certainly, because when I show this model, that doesn't look like a sewer stick or a long stick configuration on that machine by any means. So we are unsure at this point what's going to happen. That's where I am right now. I need input, whether or not you guys would be interested in a stiff link thumb, which would be cat style, how they have their holes and their cross member tubes and the etching that's done in the thumb, the grip work, you would call it, I guess. I need your input as to whether you'd be interested in that, as well as a grapple. Also, I need input from anyone and everyone on prices. You guys are going to have to tell me what you think, what you would pay. Now, I know a lot of you younger guys can't afford much because you're young and don't have jobs. I will certainly listen to your feedback, but just know that I won't, I won't go specifically by anybody who's younger, because a lot of you guys just don't have the resources. It's not your fault, you just don't. This video is getting real long, probably the longest video I've ever done. I'm going to wrap it up. Give me your thoughts on the Facebook page. PM the Facebook page, PM the YouTube page, leave a comment, whatever you want to do. It's cool with me. I appreciate the input. Thanks everybody again for watching. Please subscribe to Mike's Models 2011 on YouTube if you haven't already, and also like the Mike's Models 2011 Facebook page if you haven't already for all the latest scale model news, reviews, and scale model projects that we're going to affectionately call the Mike's Models 2011 Project Series. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. Okay, have a good one, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day.